Today, I will be teaching you how to do keyframes, zooming in and zooming out with keyframes, not just transitions. Because transitions, if you want to become a better editor, trust me, you want to use keyframes to zoom in into the video and everything else. Now you want to open Capcut. Select new project. Choose the video clip you want to use for your edits. Now that you have loaded in your video, look at your video, right? See how long it is. It depends on which audio you're using. Of course, your video is going to be longer. But of course, pick your sound that you want to use for your video. It doesn't really matter what sound you use. As long as you hit it and you basically cut it to where the beat hits, you'll be just fine. But if you don't do that and it's a little bit offbeat, you're not hitting as much as you want to be, or you're not cutting it as much per se. I say hitting by saying cutting. But if you don't get it right, it's going to look terrible and it's going to look really bad. Because effects is not going to carry you. Let me tell you that. Effects is not going to carry you in this situation. When you're editing, you want to edit really good. You want to show off your style and how you correlate with editing. That's just how it is. And you want to have fun. You want to have fun with it. If you're sitting there and having a hard time, you're struggling with it, trust me, everybody struggles. Everybody, when they start off at the bare minimum. Now, you want to start cutting the clip. You want to start cutting it where the beat hits. That's all you want to do for this process. All you want to do. Just do that for the whole entire process. Make sure you're getting it just right. Make sure it hits where it needs to hit. It's just that simple. Now, there is another thing a lot of other editors use. I know I'm going on the rant here. But, this is really my only time to speak to y'all. So, I'm going to speak my mind on this. There's a whole nother thing. You can pick on the audio. You can, touch the audio and there's a little thing. I forgot what it's called exactly because I don't really use it. Basically, it shows you little dots, right, on the sound that you're using below your clip, and it basically just shows you the hole where the beat hits and where you need to cut. I don't use that. I just go off of my instincts, and people might not, do that because, it's kind of counterintuitive to do that sometimes, but I kind of just handicap myself in a way because when I do it that way, I feel like I'm really getting down to the bare minimum when it comes to editing. I like editing that way. I don't like doing it like that. I feel like that's just doing way too much for me. In my opinion, you can use however you want to use the editing app. I'm not gatekeeping it, If you want to use it, you want to use it however you want to use it. It doesn't matter to me. All I care about is that you care about what you edit. Now, just to kind of warn you here, this is going to be a long ass video. This is not going to be some quick, easy tutorial. This is basically going to be me ranting a lot. I hope you know that, because this is basically the only place I can really rant at the time. Currently, right now, I'm literally laying in my bed doing this editing as we speak. This takes a lot of time out of my day. To be honest, it takes a lot of time to do it, period, to do any tutorial. Doing any tutorial, it doesn't suck. It just takes so long and it takes such more precise things to do and to think about than just editing itself, to be honest. Tutorials take a lot more time than editing the clip that you want to do a tutorial on itself. If you're doing something simple as this, keyframing and transitions, as long as you learn what I'm going to teach you here with the keyframes, you'll be just fine. You'll learn more basics. Because I say basics, meaning that transitions and transitions period are really the basics of Capcut editing and any editing app if you have transitions. But keyframes adds a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that spice flavor to your editing, you know what I mean? Adds a little bit more to it. Adds more audacity to you. Adds more exciting to you. Adds more... I don't know how to say it, how to put any more words here. Adds more stuff to your clips. Adds more to your edits. Makes your edits feel a lot more smoother. A lot, more precise, Now, I recommend, if you are going to be start editing, I recommend this, okay? if you're gonna start editing, don't ever in your lifetime, don't ever make it a job. You see, you can get paid from editing. There's a lot of editors out there that can, and they might get paid from this, you know. But I recommend, if you're gonna make it a job type of thing, make it to where it's not like a certain task of getting money from it. Have it as more or less a money thing, but not too much of a money thing. You know what I mean? Like, it makes you money, but not to where you have to do it constantly and it's your only job. You know, have some other job on the line while you're doing this. Have this as a side money hustle here. Don't sit there and have it as your only job, because trust me, if you have one job and that is your only job resource, your only money resource period, you're not going to make it far. You are going to have so many money troubles. And I know I'm talking to like this and I'm 16, but hey, this is the real world. I know we were just talking about editing and now I just went into a whole money rant. I know you don't want to hear about that, but hey, this is me. This is how I'm going to be. This is how I explain things, alright? I speak my mind freely just as you should be. And here's another thing. This is another topic I kind of need to get on. Get off of my head and get it out of my mind. I still can't believe people honestly believe that, how you say it? People still honestly believe that Demon Slayer stands a chance against the Bakiverse in any way possible. Now, low tier fighters, yes, sure. Sikorsky, the prisoners, all of them. Maybe Kairi Hanayama, but not really. They stand a chance against those, right? Easy peasy, whatever you want to say. Simple as ever. But here's the thing, people keep bringing up the whole subject of, well, they have immortality, have all these different things, all these different martial arts, all these different tactics and abilities and shit. When in reality, Yujiro could easily last to the sun time with him till sunrise. Easily. Could last with him, man. I don't understand why people can't take that as a comprehension. Like, they all can die from the sun. Can you not understand that? But let me move from that. Let me just remove from that subject, because we're about to get into the whole keyframing aspect of this whole tutorial. And I know I just went on a whole rant here on basically explaining my thoughts on that subject, even though it's been dead for a long ass time and it's been beat to death on the whole subject, in my opinion. Let's just get back to the whole thing. Now, you want to add your animations. Make sure to add these. Now, if you're having a clip like this and it's a long ass clip, you can extend it longer to like 3 seconds. You can extend it longer to where it takes up more seconds. But if it's like this, where it's like, you know, the first beat hits or any of the other beat hits other than the first long clip of the intro, then you want to keep it to 0.5 seconds most of the time. But if it's lower than that, then you can let it go as long as you want. If it's lower than 5 seconds, let it go as long as you want. Simple as that. Simple as that. For the rest of them, you just really want to keep it at 0.5 seconds. Because, in my opinion, it adds a little bit more. Just a little bit more, it makes it look better, in my opinion. Makes it look better. You can use all the other types of like things, but this is the better animation you can use for this. If you want to make it look good, in my opinion. Any other animation, it makes it look a little bit too basic, in my opinion. If you use this animation, it looks a lot better. Personally. Whatever your preference is, it doesn't really matter. You want to make, in the end, you want to take all these basics. There's a little life lesson here for editing. In the end, you want to take all these basics, you want to take all your mistakes from all these tutorials that you basically watch to get better, and then you want to build your own style. You never ever in your life, you should never ever try to copy anybody else's style. Never do that, because you won't seem as authentic. You just won't get as much praise, in my opinion, because if you just copy everybody else, what everybody else is doing, you don't try to make your own things off of what you learned, you won't get anywhere. You won't make any progress. You won't do anything that you already learned. You'll just keep doing the same thing and never improve. It's simple as that. And that's in my personal opinion. I've seen a lot of editors out there. I've been here for I don't know how long. Before I even started editing, man. Like, I was already on TikTok for a long ass fucking time. Sorry, excuse my language, but damn, I have been editing for like 3 years straight. I remember for those first 2 fucking years, man, I was in the dirt. Oh yeah, sorry. Here's the keyframes. You want to add your first keyframe, and you want to add a second keyframe. Second keyframe is going to be used specifically to basically zoom in the clip. Zooming in, so on and so forth. That's all you want to do with this part. Zooming in. Yes, you want to use a second clip to either zoom in. You want to use a second keyframe. Sorry, I'm just going on a whole damn rant here. When you use a second keyframe to basically zoom in or zoom out. How you zoom out? Well, you basically start the first keyframe with a zoom in where it's zoomed in, and then you want to do the second keyframe to basically zoom out back to the regular size of the ratio of the video. Sorry if that was a lot. But you want to keep doing this until you get it on every single clip to where you zoom it in like this, and you basically move it a little bit like that, you know, like I say it diagonal, whatever you want to say. You want to basically move it like that sideways, you know, a little bit to the side, you know, up and down, whatever, just to make it look like it's zoomed in like that, where it's like a fluent motion. That's what you mainly want to do for this. You want to keep repeating that. You want to keep doing that. But let me get back onto my whole basics here of my rant about not being a copycat. Because I've been here for like 3 years. I've been in here for 3 years, like I said before. I've seen a lot of editors out there, man. I've seen so many different editors on TikTok. I've seen so many people, and I've definitely met my few counter people that just take the whole establishment of editing to a whole other level where they just kind of just be kind of douchebags. I'm not gonna lie. Calling out people, saying like, well, I'm better than you. Reality is, so what if you're better than somebody? Even if you say that you're better than them and you're not, in my personal opinion, saying that you're better than somebody never helps out anybody. Because saying that you're better than everybody, I never say this. Sorry. I never will say, but like, look, man. The only time I'll say if I'm better than somebody is that if they sit there and blatantly sit there and try to make it to where they're better than everyone and they're just calling out all these people. Then I'll say, yeah, I definitely can beat you in editing. If you want to challenge me then. You know what I mean? Simple as that. But don't sit there and act like this big editor and just act like you're the shit. And then, like, when you compete, your freaking edit looks like microwaved, fucking like some microwaved ass video. Somebody recorded a fucking movie in a fucking theater from their fucking phone. Like, don't sit there and do that. Like, God, man, like, I hate when people do that. Like, it pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie, it pisses me off. It just makes me lose my sanity every time when people do that shit. It's like, why will you do that? Seriously, what makes you think that this helps you in any way? What makes you think this helps you, man? I'm just saying, like, I know I'm going on around here. I should be teaching you more, but this is really the bare minimum. This is really the basics, really. This is not even like super advanced, in my opinion. This is just gonna help you make edits look a lot more smoother. And here's the thing, you want to add a little bit more smoother by adding more transitions to your already keyframes by choosing graph. Once you choose graph, then you go to and choose ease out 1. That's what I use. Just do that for every single one. If you want, you can do all these other ease outs, or ease out 2 or ease out 3, so on and so forth, but that's mainly what you want to do. Sorry if I explained that a little bit too late. I know I should have explained that a little bit too late. But hey, I was on a whole rant there. Had to speak on my mind. But there you go. See? You see that right there? See how it's zooming in, zooming out, so on and so forth. That's what you want. But now what the final recommendation is. Final recommendation after you got all of this done. And trust me, this is still the basics in my head. This is just basic editing. This is no such thing as overlays or anything else. And then, of course, you want to choose that too. You want to go to your camera, go to the camera, choose pull in, and then just apply it at all, really. Apply it at all your clips. There you go. Simple as that. That's if you really want something simple. You're not going way too advanced. If you don't want something way too advanced, then do that then. That's just fine. whatever. If you're starting to begin, do that then. You know, this is a long ass fucking video, but hey, you know, I hope you know this too. I hope you know this too. I don't get paid from this. I do not get paid for telling you any of this, what I'm saying here in this video. I hope you know that. So if anybody says, well, he just does it for views, I don't do this for views at all. Also, yes, put it up to 4K and 60 frames. Do that all the time. Yeah, I don't get paid from any of my videos. I mean, I have a YouTube channel. Yeah, I could be making money, but I don't make money off it because I don't want it to really be a job, to be honest. And then, of course, you want to export. Sorry. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this tutorial. I hope this helped you in any way. I hope eventually you get better. And trust me, I'm not the best guy to ask for tutorials. I'm probably sucky at them. I probably fucking wasted your time doing this whole long ass tutorial that's like fucking 16 minutes. But hey, you know, I'm just a normal person. I'm an average guy. You know, I'm a regular guy. Simple as that. You know, I'm not some damn rich ass kid. I'm bare minimum middle class. You know, just simple as that. I'm not poor, but I'm not very rich either, to put it simply. Also, if you want to build yourself up for success on YouTube, upload a lot. Upload a lot first. Upload a lot when you begin off. Then slowly but surely, kind of like slowly upload. Other than that, you're pretty much good. You're set. Hope you had a great day.